Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Day in Film Spooky Cast. Let's jump right into the movie. You already read the title, you know what it is. Today I watched Martyrs, directed by Pascal Laurier. Laurier? Something like that. He's French. So this movie's been on my radar for a while now. I was actually going to watch it last October, but I think I ended up watching Tusk or something like that instead. And now, having seen both, I definitely know which is the better movie. So, Martyrs is a very difficult film for me to talk about. Not because it's a very complicated film or it's something like that. But it's just, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it myself. On one end, Martyrs is a very good, very effective film that shows depravity and brutality, but also the what a martyr is and what's after death, and it brings up a lot of really interesting topics. But at the same time, the last 45 minutes of this movie are just insufferable. They're it's not like it's too much for me. It's just it's so annoying, and it feels like it thinks so highly of itself that it bothers me. But let's go over the plot in case you haven't seen the movie. This follows two girls. I'm forgetting their names right now. This is a French movie, so they have French names, obviously. Look, here's my phone, guys. Very professional, I know. Yeah, so it follows Anna and Lucy. So Anna is the main character. She is the character that you end up spending most of the movie with, but Lucy is, at least at the start, the driving force. It follows Lucy's tale of vengeance, and then the road of, I guess, redemption that Anna has to go down. So the movie most of it is not spent in that last annoying portion, which is what I like. Lucy was abused from a very young age and therefore is very seriously mentally damaged. She thinks that there is a evil woman chasing after her and ends up self-harming ends up self-harming because she thinks that the evil lady's doing it. She's mentally deranged, and she ends up killing a whole family for it, which makes sense. If you watch the movie, I know I spoiled a bit of it, but if you watch the movie, it does make sense. I really wanted to see more of that in this movie, though. I wanted to see how the mind experiments work on people after the fact. It shows this movie, what you'll remember this movie for is the mind experiment, the process of it, the whole thing. But I just don't think it's very impressive. I don't know if I already said this, I might have said it in my head, but I know the whole point is that it's supposed to be brutal and horrible, and it is. By no means is it not those, but it feels so full of itself, and it's so oh, look how much we're showing this woman get punched in the head. It feels so above you, even though it's it wasn't even I was wincing for maybe the first 4 scenes or something, and everything after that just felt normal. To talk more technically about the movie, I think it definitely has some very strong aspects, the makeup being one of them. There are at least 2 characters in this movie that have a lot of makeup put on them, a lot of special effects, and they both look great. That being the fake woman and the other chick that they find underground. Just seeing all those, and here's a little tip, guys, or not a tip, but just a little fact about me. I know you probably can't tell, but I chew my fingers a lot. I'm constantly nibbling on my fingers, right? Just looking at some of the special effects, especially on the lady with the thing on her head, on her eyes, just seeing her made me not want to chew on my fingers because she's covered in these cuts, right? Sorry, that was loud. And the cinematography is pretty good too, especially since the whole movie takes place in one house. I was kind of expecting the setting to get boring, but they managed to keep it interesting, even though, again, the second half of the movie is almost entirely in one room. They shoot it very interesting, and they block it very well. It makes it feel like an endlessly tiny room, if that makes any sense. The score is kind of disposable, but the songs that I did here and there were pretty good, I think. The performances were really good, though. Watching Anna slowly get broken and then unbreak herself was very good. Watching Marie, is that her name? I already forgot, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not very good. Lucy. Watching Lucy, just watching her character, period. Very entertaining. She's probably the most entertaining part of the movie, or at least at the start. So overall, I want to wrap up because I know I'm just yammering, I'm not saying anything. I said it was a very divisive movie at the start. I don't know, like, this is still a good movie. Like, I can admit it's a good movie. But, like, I would never rewatch this because I just don't think it has really any rewatch value. And I don't know if I'd recommend it, really. This is a movie, you definitely need to have a higher tolerance to the, like, torture stuff. Like, if you can watch a Saw movie, I think you can probably watch one of these. You definitely need, like, a higher tolerance to that stuff. It's like French extremism. But I just think overall it's a fine movie, a good movie. It's not like a masterpiece or anything, but I think it's very good, like a begrudgingly very good. And that's good. We need those kinds of movies, and if you had a wholly out-of-body religious experience with this movie, then by all means ride with it, because I kind of wish I had that too. I wish I felt like I was getting tortured. I don't have much more to say. I'm sitting at a 7, I think. I think this is a very good movie. Through my gritted teeth. Yeah. I don't have much more to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the torture chamber. Mwah. Ah. Ah.